Hey guys, it's Isaac from Plants by Isaac. Today I'm gonna do a full houseplant tour because look, it's sunny out. The house is semi-clean, so it'll never be better than this. So let's get into it. So why don't we just start right here. We have this Marble Queen pothos hanging down the side of the fridge. I've had this one for a while. And then I have this bird of paradise here. And this is there's Tommy. This is a west-facing window. So it gets a little bit, you can see some sun on it there. And then to the left of this window, we have this green upright philodendron. I'm not sure exactly what the name is on that one. And then at this window, which is south facing, we have a Scindapsus pictus argyrius, and then a string of hooks, maybe? Or a string of bananas. And then here we have this sad fern in the cute sloth basket. And then there's it's a little dusty, a rubber tree here. This one actually had thrips, so not its best looking thing. And then across from that, we have this Dracaena, I forget what it's called, Dracaena fragrance. And then on the table here, we have a jar of Dieffenbachia tropic snow cuttings. This plant rotted, so I cut it all up. So this is an overview of that room. I forgot here, there's a Mandula pothos in this cute pot that Nora painted. And then there's a jade pothos that just goes right up there. I'm hoping it'll crawl across this, maybe hang down in some places. And then I have this Cebu blue growing in water. And then I have another Scindapsus, another Scindapsus argyrius up on top of the cabinets. And then if we keep going in the kitchen, don't mind the dishes, we have this heartleaf philodendron hanging here. This is north facing, so you'll see we have this window and then also this window. It doesn't get super bright light. Here we have a golden pothos cutting. Sorry, I needed to throw away that leaf that I had. And then I have a Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. Obviously, like, not getting enough light, but it's fine. And then this amaryllis, it's like a green color. Maybe I can insert a picture. It bloomed earlier in the winter, but it's blooming again. And then I have this money tree. Obviously not doing its best, but that's okay. And then I have this Peperomia Hope, which also is not doing well. It just doesn't get enough light over here, but it's on my list to get to move it. And then I have these little Peperomia Rosso cuttings in here. And then I'm gonna walk back through this area. And here is a spider plant on this cute column. It used to have a bunch of babies, but the cats like to eat them off. And then up here, this is another south-facing window, so I have all my Hoyas lined up. There's a, real full focus, Carnosa compacta there, a Crimson Princess, a Bertonier. This is just a regular Carnosa. I have this little Shepardii. Oh wait, it's not a Shepardii. Sigillatus. It didn't do well when it got really cold. So it is looking not great. And then I have this little Polyneura. And then I have a little puba calyx. Sorry about the lighting, I don't know what to do. And then a little macrophylla. Crimson Princess, this one's probably my favorite Hoya. You can see all that new growth up top. It's just beautiful. And then I have this little Hoya Chelsea. And then next to the Hoya shelf, I have this Monstera Deliciosa. This is east facing, so it gets a little bit of light from both. You can see how it's like split in the middle, facing the two windows. And then we have this Raven ZZ here. A little Christmas cactus. And then a snake plant. And I forgot on our ottoman too, we have this little variegated peperomia. It's not getting enough light here, so it has little leaves and less variegation. And then over here by the front door, we have this peperomia rosso. And then we have these, a regular heartleaf philodendron. Let me see if I can do wide angle and if that's better. Not really. I'll just step back. So these two heartleaf, regular heartleaf, and then a philodendron Brazil. And then I have a little Adansonii hanging basket up there. And for reference, you can sort of see like that's the north window. So these don't get too much light, but obviously they're doing pretty well. Okay, so I think I got everything down here. So I'm gonna head upstairs now. Just kidding, I forgot we have this Rhiphidophora tetrasperma here as well. I'm hoping it'll climb up this corner eventually. We have this peace lily on the stairwell. Again, this is the front of the house. This is east facing. It doesn't get enough water, but it doesn't look terrible. And then heading up the stairs, don't mind the mess in this room. I have these two Boston ferns, and they're gonna go outside in the summer. They were my baskets from this year. And then I have this little Tenanthe. Let's see if it'll focus. And we cut it all. It used to be huge, but it was underwater and it got sunburned outside, so it has been cut up and it's growing back here. This is a north-facing window. Then we have the fish. And then over here, this is the back of the house. That's west. We have this huge Thematophyllum. We bought it this big. It's only given one leaf. But it's still really pretty. And then on this shelf with the booby pot, there's just a regular green peperomia obtusifolia. And then we have my micans, and then a little Brazil. And then we also have this golden flame snake plant. And here's Remy. Next up, we're in the bathroom. Sorry about the dirty mirror. Have this ZZ plant. There is a window in here, but it's frosted and it's small and it's behind. I'm just gonna show you. It's right there. So you can see it's frosted and it's behind this curtain most of the time. And here we have this green and white Tradescantia. Let's see. I just cleaned it up and moved it in here, so I'm hoping it'll fill out nice with the window right here. I also have this sad Adansonii cutting up here. Next up, we're in the closet. This right here is the only plant in here. I'm trying not to show you the floor because it's full of clothes, so I'm just gonna go over there and show you that plant. So this is the lemon lime maranta. I recently moved into water because I was having trouble keeping up with it, but you can see the root coming out there. Yeah, so far it's liking it in water. And then next I'm gonna go upstairs into our bedroom. It's like the loft. before I get to the plant room where most of the plants are. So this is like the stairwell up to the loft. This is another east-facing window. And I have this umbrella plant, Schefflera. You can see it's facing the window over here, and it has some die-off in the back I need to clean up. And then there's also this jade syndapsis. It's a little bit dirty up here. Not dirty, just like there's literal dirt on the floor from the cats digging through the pots. Yay. So there's only a few plants up here. There's this ficus rubber tree. It's actually huge, and like this is next to me, so it goes up to my hips, and there's about 4 stems in there. Sorry about the squeaky floor. But it has a lot of new growth. It's by this window, which is north facing. And then there's also a window all the way over there, which is south facing. There's Chi-Chi walking out. Then I have this Monstera up here. It is just not, these are new leaves from like months ago, and they're just like not hardened off. I think maybe it just didn't like it up here, but I'm gonna do a whole overhaul on this plant hopefully. And we'll see what happens with it. And then I also just have this leaf cutting on my bedside table. So now we're gonna head into the plant room. This is probably where like 90% of my plants are. I think I have around like more than 150. Last time I counted, there was 170, but I've gotten rid of some died. But I've also probably gotten some more. So yeah, there's probably about 120 plants in this room. So this is the plant room. Try not to move too fast. So this was the plant room because it has this window, which is south facing, and then it has this window, which is west facing. So it gets the best light in the house, besides maybe like downstairs. Actually probably better than downstairs. So yeah, that's why this is the plant room. I just painted this cute little pig yesterday. So we'll start with this shelf on the bottom. I have this Tradescantia. It wasn't getting enough light before I moved it here, so you can see it's a little bald, and I cut it back on the sides. I think it'll come back. And then Nora has this little garlic growing. And then there's a little propagation of those string of bananas from downstairs. And then one of these succulents, not doing well. And then this was sold to me as a whale fin. It's lost its main leaves because they burnt off, but it has these 2 little pups. And I have a terrarium. This was a failed attempt, so I'm not even gonna say it. This is a little philodendron fuzzy petiole nub. I took a bunch of cuttings from one that I got from work for free, and this is one that rooted first. Then there's a few other terrariums. I have this cactus, not sure the name. And then I have this Cebu blue. I forget what this is called. Another terrarium of this little begonia. And then a red syngonium, maybe like plum illusion or something. Next shelf, there's a couple more terrariums. I have this Scindapsus. It was one vine. I recently cut it up, so you'll see the cuttings later. I have this begonia. An old man cactus. A Monstera Peru. Trying to hide those lights. Maybe, maybe not. And then I have this little begonia. Another terrarium. This back here is a alocasia black velvet has some new growth coming in. I let it dry out too much. And then here is a Nepenthes. There's an agave. This Stramanthe. Another cute pot painted by Nora with some shamrocks. Another terrarium. And then I have this big Jose Buono cutting. It's the base plant. I cut it up recently. Then I have this Xanthoma. I forget what it's called. Another terrarium and another begonia. And then up top, I have this ZZ plant growing in water. This little clover, we use it for like terrariums. It needs water. Cute painting. And then some golden pothos cuttings. So this is what I'm showing you right now. So just for reference when I move over there. Also, I forgot this little jungle cactus. Start up here, I have this tiger fern. It pretty much died back because the squirrels got in it or something. I probably forgot to water it. But it's doing well. It'll go outside in the summer. And then back here, I have this silver sword on a pole. And then I have this little mixed pot of Sea Boo Blue, Marble Queen, and Enjoy. And I'm hoping these, I have this one on the wall, but I'm gonna get the other ones to grow up the wall. And then here is a Monstera Standeliana Albo. One of my Thai constellations. This begonia under here. I have this little variegated heartleaf philodendron on a pole, and then a watermelon peperomia. And then I also have this Rhaphidophora decursiva on the floor. So that's where we just were, and then we're gonna swing over here. These are two syngoniums that I completely cut back. They had thrips, and we'll see the base plants a little bit later. Have these African violets, not my strong suit, obviously. And then Christmas cactus, also not my strong suit, but it has some new growth. So that's exciting. And then here we have a few orchids. This one bloomed. It had more buds, but they fell off when it got really cold, so that's sad. And then on the floor here, there's a Birkin and a little Ansonii looking ratchet, but it's okay. Then on this windowsill, there's another orchid, a little spider plant baby, and then a snake plant cutting. And then on this west-facing window, that we have a little hanging shelf, little acrylic shelf. Also, there's this staghorn fern. Don't mind the hole in the wall. It's looking pretty good. So up here, there's another orchid, a variegated string of hearts, another orchid, a Dischidia million hearts, another orchid, this little clover oxalis, another orchid, a little pilea, a little silver sword, another orchid, and just a regular string of hearts. And then from there, I'm gonna flip across where there's this Alocasia Regal Shield. This is a Peace Lily Domino. I had to cut it back. Just don't ask. And then there's this Ficus Audrey. And then behind it, I have this little terrarium. It just has some cuttings in it with the moss. And then I have this syngonium. I don't know what the name of this one is, but it's just all green. And then Gregory's in there. And then behind this, we have my Stramanthe Trio Star. this green euphorbia. This was a Trevioi Moonlight. All the leaves got bit in the frost, but it's growing well again. Then I have this Monstera Peru, this red philodendron, and then I have this Monstera Siltepecana that will grow up this pole. And then down below, I have this neon pink syngonium. Obviously doesn't look great. This confetti, I believe, syngonium. And then these two are the base of those ones that were cut up over there. And then I have this macho fern that you can see has some growth coming out. And that will go outside in the winter, or in the summer as well. And then to the right of that, I have this big Monstera. This is my favorite leaf for obvious reasons. I actually got this for free from work, so that's pretty awesome. And then I have this alocasia. I got this for free from work as well. It's the one that's like black and has like the neon stripe through the center. But I guess that will happen when it gets older. Another syngonium in a cute pot that Nora painted. And then I have this aloe vera, this little succulent thing. Not getting enough light back here, but it's just gonna have to wait till the summer. This string of pearls, not my strong suit once again. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully it can make it till summer, till it goes outside. And then I have these two aloes here. And then I'm gonna go up where there is an enjoy and alocasia frydek, or Michelitziana. So this is where we just were on the floor, and this is sort of like my cactus and succulent section because this is the south-facing window. And the canopy is the fiddle leaf fig. So there's a booby cactus, blue candle. I don't know a lot of these names. Maybe it's a Haworthia, another cactus, a peanut cactus in a little bathtub. And then I'm just gonna give you, let me just show you this for a second. Let me know, I can try to find names if you have any questions. But this is my cactus table, obviously. And then here I have a zigzag cactus and a little mixed succulent pot. And then here's my greenhouse cabinet in between the two windows. I'm gonna show you what's on top first and then we'll go inside. This broke off of my pothos on the wall, so it's just rooting in water. I have this plumosa fern, asparagus fern, one of my favorites. And then here's those Scindapsus cuttings. We have this snake plant growing in water, a Burl Marx, another painted pot, and then this lemon lime philodendron. So here's a little overview of the cabinet. Maybe we'll start down here. So back here I have an alocasia silver dragon, an alocasia black velvet. This just like never has more than one leaf, so, but it has one coming through. And then I have a little Melanochrysum. I just moved this out of that terrarium, so I'm hoping it does well in here. I have a little Syngonium albo, this Philodendron Splendid. I just got this cabinet, so I'm hoping things perk up. Obviously, this doesn't look amazing. I had a phase where I was not taking care of my plants very well. Then I have this Philodendron Tortum that I just potted up, and it has this new leaf coming out. This Three Kings Syngonium, some Standeliana cuttings. This is my other Thai constellation, another Alocasia frydek. And then on this little shelf, there's a little Philodendron gloriosum, a Philodendron Florida Ghost. And then we'll move to this shelf. These are like some of my favorites. I love this. This is an Anthurium spectable. I'm so excited for this new leaf to come out. I hope it's really big, bigger than this. But that one's doing well. Then I have my Monstera elbow. This is the original leaf. You can see where the plant has come off. And I think it's gonna give a new leaf soon. It grows pretty fast, super easy for me, honestly. And then I have this little Syngonium frosted heart. I used to have a better one, but it died. And this is like just a little tiny cutting from it. And then I have my pink princess. And then up above that, I have this little Soderoy, also like died back pretty much, but it's going back. And then this little squamiferum. You can see those fuzzy petioles there. Are you kidding me? I just cleaned it in here. Okay, everything's fine. And I guess I forgot this one, which I just knocked onto the floor. So this is a Philodendron bilietiae. It grew for a while in that terrarium, and now it's in here. There's actually like 2 little plants in there. So there's the fuzzy petioles that I was trying to show you before I dropped my phone. And then this shelf just has a bunch of Jose Bueno cuttings from that plant that I showed you earlier that I cut up. So there's 3 that are potted up, and then there's 3 in water back there. And then I have another little variegated string of hearts here. So that is all of my plants. I hope you enjoyed. It took me less time than I thought, so I'm hoping I can get this up soon. Thank you for watching. Let me know. I'm feeling like a new spark that I want to be a YouTuber. So let me know if you like me and if you would watch my videos. And you can comment video ideas and we can see what's up. So yeah, thank you for watching Plants by Isaac, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.